How an over-century-old tree became the staple for lovers of literature. Little Free Library is a non-profit organization that cherishes the fine art of literature and reading. Cheryl Lee Armitage is a homeowner who had a 110-year-old tree in her front yard that Little Free Library was very interested in. These two entities would come together to create a very interesting legal battle that resulted in free books people can read while enjoying rare scenery. Ironically, Cheryl Lee was a book binder, artist, and former librarian who already had a special connection to books. This made the appeal of Little Free Library to preserve the tree a lot easier. Cheryl Lee lives in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and the city was planning on removing the tree from her front yard. However, they wouldn't be able to do so without objection. Trees generally are very beautiful and can even add unique value to a property. The 110-year-old tree in Cheryl Lee's front yard, however, was beginning to grow branches over the sidewalk. These branches were beginning to pose a threat to the safety of pedestrians, which is why the city wanted to remove the tree altogether. The differentiating opinions of the homeowner and city officials drew on for quite some time with various back-and-forth discussions. Eventually, the city had to decide on an action that would benefit pedestrians and public safety wants of the property owner. Many neighbors of Cheryl Lee were aware of what was happening, which also added to the weight of the situation overall. Once Cheryl Lee got the news that the city was planning on removing the tree from her yard, she was determined to stop the action in its tracks. In the end, she wasn't able to completely stop the tree from being cut down. However, the stump from the tree remained in her yard. As a librarian and artist, Cheryl Lee thought of an ingenious plan to turn the tree stump into a free library for everyone in her neighborhood. Cheryl Lee realized that she wouldn't be able to complete this job alone, and the nonprofit organization Little Free Library stepped in to assist her in her plans. Little Free Library has over 75,000 locations in 88 different cities, which made them the perfect partner to help with building Cheryl Lee's free neighborhood library. Once the library was built, Cheryl Lee couldn't contain her excitement, taking to Facebook to share updates about the project. Since its initial build, Cheryl Lee has added many features onto the library, including new ground cover and perennials around it. She even plans to touch up the paint surrounding the library to give it a fresh look. Let's give you more of a detailed background on the organization who aided Cheryl Lee in building the library. Little Free Library was started by Todd H. Ball, who is a book enthusiast who started the foundation in his hometown of Hudson, Wisconsin. The idea came to Todd due to his love for books and reading. He wanted to start an organization that would make it easy for people to gather the information they want without much hassle. Todd began sharing his idea with his neighbors who were quick to jump on board due to their love for reading books as well. Not long after its initial launch, Little Free Library would expand to a global level, gaining recognition in various countries across the world. The basis of the organization is to provide people with free access to library books that don't require sign-up or other troublesome tasks. Beyond free books, Todd has a true vision for providing resourceful networking opportunities and learning experience through the efforts of the Little Free Library. Cheryl Lee's tree stump is now a staple in her community, and people of all backgrounds enjoy visiting the library. The sheer intuitive genius that Cheryl Lee and Little Free Library displayed with the transformation of the old tree trunk proves that anything is possible. It's also a story of how you can turn even the dimmest of situations into moments that create a lasting impact. The process involved with getting this library set up was definitely no easy task. The challenges involved during the entire process would have made it easy for Cheryl Lee and Little Free Library to simply call off the project. Persistence, dedication, and passion for offering valuable information all played a huge part on the end result that we see in the Tree Stump Library today. Living in an age that focuses so much on technology and social standing, Cheryl Lee's Tree Stump Library provides a humanizing view about the reality we all seem to be losing a grip on. The design of the Tree Stump Library is almost surreal, with a seemingly Harry Potter-like appearance to it. Pure value and fertilizing knowledge simply radiate from this Little Free Library location, and shows the reflection of all the people who work so hard on this project. The same way that you pass up a payphone or a light pole while walking in your neighborhood, Little Free Library provides easy access to worthwhile knowledge that people can use to advance their lives forward. The wholesome enjoyment of reading a book and using critical thinking skills is undoubtedly being lost in today's time. The story of Cheryl Lee and Little Free Library warms your soul, knowing that there are people out there who are trying to make the world a better place in any way that they can. The global book sharing movement, Little Free Library, continues to grow. However, Cheryl Lee's location will always be a very special addition. If you want to know more about where you can find a Little Free Library near you, go online and visit their site to find out more information. Shara Lee and Little Free Library joined forces to tackle a situation that was initially headed for disaster. The end result was a wonderful stop where people can share and read beautiful literature while enjoying what it means to have a sense of community and fellowship.